football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Branch, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Sharp. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Kari Willis there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. Open space inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Play action. Sharp escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Off the play fake. Sharp going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll run this with Homer. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Murray now to throw. Touchdown! DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Yo, bro.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off play action. Sharp. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sharp. Eluding the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Stephon Diggs.
PS4 lead.
Falcons have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate? Yeah. What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Homer. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Going on the ground with Homer. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first.
Yeah, bro, he started snapping in that joint for real.
Conversion. So a nice catch right there. And this receiving core without
he in Cleveland.
Keep that in mind. He's inactive this week, though it shouldn't be a long-term absence.
And I would think, partner, that this is where an offensive coordinator
he won 2 titles there.
Can solve the problem by spreading the ball around. Because anytime you lose your number 1 guy, it's obviously a blow to your offense. But there's also an opportunity to say, hey, they can't focus on trying to stop one guy. Keep spreading it around. The last part, each one of those receivers, they believe they're the number 1 guy, and they're ready to step up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Snap comes to Murray at 1. He'll buy some time right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
play action, it's Murray. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However,
defensive pass interference.
Let's check in with our referee.
Oh, they hit me with a defensive pass interference.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sharp sliding out of the pocket. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sharp. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Off play action. Sharp rolling to his right. It's complete to Diggs. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
No, I'm not going to do it.
A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep downfield for Ross. They've got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So Quaddy. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't see Quaddy on the game in a minute. Matter of fact, I think he was on the game. I think I wasn't.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Off the play fake. Sharp steps away to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off play action. Sharp. They'll roll him out right. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 45.
You said who?
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Oh, shit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sharp. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Off play action. Sharp going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he gets in. Touchdown Atlanta. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Falcons get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Throwing on first down is Murray. Catch is made by Metcalf. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, here's Murray. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Second and 10. Now Murray. Open man right side is Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Myers able to knock it through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Murray now. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. To throw is Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Sharp. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Shot.
Big play that time through the air. 36 yards. They'll run on first down. Branch. And they'll get
Yeah,
him
I'm
down
playing the
after a
Falcons.
pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st and 10. Sharp. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop.
I need to adjust it right here.
You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, adjust it right here.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Another run now for Nwangu. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get him down up past
Get
the
out the
15.
way.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Murray. And this will go to Carson out wide. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Murray now on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Murray going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I'm so rich.
Now here's Michael Dixon.
Oh my God, this shit came off. That's funny.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go play action here on first down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be out inside the 20 at the 15. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Alton Robinson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. Looking to throw. Sharp. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Alton Robinson.
He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Yeah, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
74 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Homer. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Travis Homer, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can...
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake. Sharp. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Off play action. Sharp. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Seahawks, they can...